I studied Master of Finance first, and then after that I started working in a German bank, where I am also part of the hiring process. So I do get to see the CVs and the applications.
What do you look into a candidate? Work experience from India? Does that matter?
So it does.
Okay.
Be honest and ask questions, be ready, do your research, understand where you're applying, don't just easy apply on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So nothing is easy, and don't assume it's going to be easy, because there are going to be a lot of candidates, there is a lot of competition, and you have tried to understand the European banking market. So if you
वेलकम बैक टू माई चैनल मुंबईकर इन जर्मनी। और आज मैं हूँ मेरी फ्रेंड के साथ जो आई है फ्रैंकफर्ट से स्पेशली हैम्बर्ग विजिट करने। सो नेचुरली हम लोग हैम्बर्ग के मेन टूरिस्टी सेंटर पे है लैंडन्सब्रुकर, जैसे कि आप देख रहे हो ये एरिया। I make videos about studies, work, job and everything related to Germany. So अगर आप लोगों ने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया होगा guys, do not forget to subscribe. So Germany is known specially for engineering students या engineering jobs के लिए. But क्या जर्मनी में actually finance या banking sector या management sectors के लिए इतने openings है क्या? मेरे साथ है मेरी friend जो कि एक्चुअली यहाँ पे क्या किया प्रियंका तूने? कैन यू प्लीज से?
So I studied Master of Finance first, and then after that I started working in a German bank. It's been more than 3.5 years now, and yeah, it has been a great experience.
Yes. So we are going to share everything about the banking sector in Germany. So stay tuned. थोड़ा सा तेरा इंट्रोडक्शन कैन यू प्लीज गिव, एंड कैन यू प्लीज टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट मास्टर्स इन फाइनेंस? व्हाट इज़ द स्कोप हियर फाइनेंस में, और वो तो हम लोग आगे बात करेंगे. व्हाट इज़ इट रिलेटेड टू जॉब्स एंड ऑल, एंड हाउ यू अप्लाइड प्राइवेट या पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी?
So I'm staying in Frankfurt for the last 5 years, and I moved here for my masters in finance, and I did it from Frankfurt School. After that, I started working in a German bank, and now it's been more than 3.5 years. And Frankfurt School is a private university, so yes, you have to pay for the tuition compared to a free university or a public university. But I think there are a lot of benefits to it, because your education is very practice oriented if you opt for a private university, and that goes a long way.
So and what is the difference between private and public? Like, are there not major, courses in public university? Because in Germany, public universities fees are very less,
Yeah, but the biggest problems or hurdles for you to get into public university is, well, German language. First of all, you have to be fluent in German, and you have to take a test for that. More often than not, that can cause a lot of frustration if you're not able to clear it before coming to Germany. On top of that, the opportunities through a private university are much more, because your class sizes are smaller. So you have a good advantage coming from a private university because of, like I said, the practice oriented modules. And on top of all of that, I think there is also a brand name to the private universities. So you will find a lot of alumni from your university in really reputed institutes.
Okay.
So that does go a long way. And it's not always that expensive, because you can get scholarships.
Yes. Regarding scholarship, so since you said you got scholarship here, so private universities के usually जो fees होते हैं, we have to keep approximately, as far as I know, 30 lakhs, right? More than 30 lakhs. If, for example, if it is, how much is the fees for finance in private universities? कितना students को रखना चाहिए amount?
So it depends a lot, but Frankfurt School, I can talk about that, is I think somewhere around 40,000 euros. But yeah, like I said, that it sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of money, but you have to look at it as an investment in your future. If you also compare it to really reputed institutes in India, or also reputed institutes in UK and US, it is not a lot. It is pretty much at par.
Okay.
And actually, in a lot of cases, also much cheaper than US, for example.
Right.
So I don't think it is that bad.
Okay.
But as I said, you also can get scholarships, and on that front, Frankfurt School had their own scholarship process. A lot of private universities do.
Okay.
The processes differ, but Frankfurt School, for example, had the scholarship process in the application process itself. So you didn't have to do a lot of extra work for the scholarship.
Okay. You have to
I
send-
applied 5 years ago,
Yeah.
more actually.
Yeah.
So at that time, I had the option of creating a presentation, essay, or I think it was a short video,
Okay.
and I did all three. And yeah, so you basically have a platform to show them who you are as a person,
Okay.
and why they should give you a scholarship. It's a classic interview question of why you, and yeah.
The next question would be, अगर हम लोग मास्टर्स के लिए यहाँ पे आते हैं, how did you got your interns या working student job? Was it easy या not only yours but कितने टाइम के बाद मिल सकता है, especially in this fields, finance या management?
So I normally don't like this question
Sorry, shit.
because nothing is easy, and don't assume it's going to be easy, because there are going to be a lot of candidates. There is a lot of competition, and I'm on the other side now where I'm also part of the hiring process. So I do get to see the CVs and the applications. What can make you stand out is, one, you're honest about who you are and what your experiences have been.
Yeah.
Use them as use them in your profile to enhance it.
Okay.
But also be ready to learn new things. So that is what I always encourage anybody who applies. You have to do a lot of hard work to apply. Do research. Research is the only way in which you can actually do good in your interviews. And in terms of whether you get internships or working student positions easily, yeah, it's not always easy, but it's all about applying properly.
And keep trying.
Exactly. And on the other hand, a lot of people do get working student positions.
Okay.
And the thing is that this is very different from the Indian mentality of first studying and then working. And this is really amazing because it gives you an opportunity to already be a part of the workforce before you graduate. So don't let this opportunity go.
Yeah.
Start applying the minute you land here and apply properly. Like, don't waste your time. Yeah. So
Is how about jobs in Germany? After masters in finance, what is the scope for jobs like banking sector ka job? Because as far as I know, if I'm living in Hamburg, I know Hamburg is specialized for the sport area. We have here more of logistics jobs and all port related and all those things. But what is it? Finance की job कहाँ मिल सकते हैं Germany में? And
So it's obvious that you should be in a financial hub if you want to work in finance, and that's Frankfurt.
right.
I do recommend being in Frankfurt because the amount of opportunities are just very high.
Yes.
If you are sitting in another city in Germany, it is going to be difficult for you and you will have to move.
Okay.
So make your life easier, be in the financial district so that you can also flexibly go to interviews if they call you for one.
Yes.
Yeah, that is my recommendation. Overall on the job market, I think it is difficult for me to say that.
Right.
And also whether it is easy to get jobs, yeah, that depends on you as a candidate. Again, be honest and ask questions, be ready, do your research, understand where you're applying, don't just easy apply on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So know what you're trying to do, and I think that really helps you.
Okay. And what about banking sector jobs here? How different it is like?
So there are, I think you need to do a little bit of research and understand what kind of a banking job do you want. So you can be someone like in someone who just does more of a data entry role, or you can be somebody who specializes in KYC or non-financial risk compliance, etc.
Yeah.
Or you can go for the juicy part, which is more of, say, corporate banking, M&A, and other kind of investment banking specific activities. So you will have to check what fits you, because that also determines what kind of a work profile you have, what kind of working hours, work-life balance, etc. It's not the same for every banker. So I would recommend that you acquaint yourself with what kind of work you will have to do.
Yeah.
And what you actually like, because don't go for investment banking because that's where you earn the money. You shouldn't end up being unhappy with it.
You just now highlighted that you are also a part of now hiring team, right? So what do you look into a candidate for getting a job? Like, do you need look after experience, work experience matters from India, or German language? What?
So in more client-facing roles, German is definitely a big requirement. I highly encourage people to do that. yes, there will be people who will say, oh, we don't need German in our jobs. Great for you. But I think even if you show the effort of learning the language, it shows that you want to understand people, the culture, and get along with them. So it is a big part of the social aspect at work. So you will feel a little left out if you're not included in that. That is why I always recommend people to learn German. And it also is easier for you to be in meetings, facing clients and things like that. And that is something I love doing. If you like that, then you should also be doing that. Yeah, so
Work experience from India, does
yeah,
that
so
matter?
it does.
Okay.
I won't say that people completely discount it,
Yeah.
but again, don't overstate what you've done. So if you were an intern, yeah, you're not going to manage a mutual fund on your own, like a proper fund on your own. It doesn't work like that. So be realistic and honest about what you've actually done. It's okay if you've not done a lot because interns don't get a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's fine, but be honest about it. And if you can gather references from your previous employers, that would be good. But again, don't make experiences up. It's very easy for people to find that out.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that, it helps if you have tried to understand the European banking market. So if you do some courses, say in understanding how does sustainability work as a concept in the banking space right now, or what kind of financial products are there, if you try to understand all of these different things and showcase it in some way through certifications or something like exams, so let's say CFA or something like that, that goes a long way because these are internationally recognized. So, and try to match your, try to apply to places where your application and your background has a value add. If you are in audit and you want to suddenly segue into investment banking, it is going to be difficult. Take baby steps and reach that goal.
So thank you so much for this in detail insights, right? And regarding the job market and application process, like she said, yes, definitely you can apply directly from India with your work experience, but don't forget, right now the job market in Germany is really difficult. Not right now, always. It's not that easy to get a job in Germany. So जैसे कि उसने कहा, get some extra certification along with your work experience. All these things will then definitely help, right? So I think this was the information which we wanted to give you all regarding finance in Germany, और I hope कि आप लोगों को इससे बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला होगा. और अगर आपको हमारा वीडियो आज का इन्फॉर्मेटिव लगा तो डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू गिव दैट बिग लाइक टू आवर वीडियो. एंड थैंक यू सो मच प्रियंका फॉर योर टाइम. एक्चुअली शी इज़ नॉट वेल, बेचारी हैम्बर्ग विजिट करने आई है, बट उसने मेरे लिए ये वीडियो किया. इट मीन्स अ लॉट. थैंक यू सो मच. And like, share, subscribe guys. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.